Hey, this is Monday night. Technically Tuesday morning because it's midnight. I haven't been taking you guys with me to check on Kamani. One, because it's dark. Two, I need both hands. So the first time we checked on her is because she was laying down. And Kamani doesn't lay down very often. It's very hard to catch her laying down. So I went out there, and as soon as she heard me coming, she jumped up. And what was really strange about her jumping up is when I went up to pet her, she acted all spooky, like she didn't even see me coming or hear me coming. Which obviously she did, because as soon as I opened the door, she got up. Sorry, I'm tired. So when she got up, I went in and loved on her. And the really strange thing is I loved on her for about 2 or 3 minutes, and the entire time she was standing there head high, like she was afraid of something, and just tense, not moving. She didn't blink that much, that I noticed, and she was like frozen, like a fear frozen, for like 2 or 3 minutes, and didn't move, didn't do anything. So like, okay, that's kind of weird, and I went inside. So I went inside, waited like an hour, and looked out the window, and she was still in the same area with the same stance, but she had moved a couple feet. So I asked my mom, let's go look at her, something's not right. So we took a metal flashlight out there, and when we went to pet her, again, she acted afraid. She raised her head like she was gonna rear and backed up, snorting like she was afraid of us. I think she's just so out of it because she doesn't feel good. So we felt her stomach, and her stomach feels really hard. And, you know, she's pooping, she's peeing, she's eating, she's drinking, she's walking around, she's nickering to the pony, she's laying down, getting up. Not much we can really do. So we tried looking in her mouth, and of course she wasn't tolerating it, and we didn't have a halter. And so I just scratched in between her ears and in between her eyes like she likes. And we kind of cheated. We took my mom's metal flashlight, and she wouldn't keep her mouth open. So we put our fingers in her mouth like you're supposed to get them open their mouth. We put the metal flashlight just like that much into her mouth, and then tipped it up a little bit so it was kind of pushing on the roof of her mouth, and she kept it open. And nowhere were we jamming it in her throat or anything like that. And when we looked down, we thought maybe, okay, maybe she just, when she lays down, if you guys have seen my lay down videos, she likes to put her mouth down into the ground first, so she gets a big mouthful of dirt. So we thought maybe she did that and then got a drink, and that's what was going on. She was just getting a little bit of dirt. Now we don't think so. After doing the flashlight test and getting it in her mouth a little bit and getting her mouth open, all the way to the back of her throat, as far back as you can see, is nothing but that brown phlegm all over in her mouth. Everywhere. On her teeth and her cheeks, even on the front where their mouth is closed and they have their gums, all over her gums. And the third time I just went out and checked on her because she was laying down again. And like I said a minute ago, you don't really catch her laying down. I went out there, checked on her. Her stomach's still hard. She laid there the entire time. I spent about 3 minutes out there loving on her, checking her all over, seeing if there's any poop, any blood, anything. She's got a little bit of a runny nose. So she's got some crust on her eyes. And when I went to leave, she got up and followed me halfway to the gate wanting attention. And so far, her mouth is dry. I mean, it's got some dirt from her laying down. But there's currently no saliva or phlegm or anything coming out. It is now 11:45 on Monday night. I'm going to go to bed. If I wake up and check on her, I'll update you guys. Good morning, guys. Excuse my face. I have a bad migraine and a jammed neck. I hit my head in the car door yesterday. Monday morning, about 10:30 in the morning. Sometimes I feed early, but when the horse isn't feeling good, I do like to feed later in the morning too. So it's lighter out, so I can actually see them. We're gonna check on Kamani. And whether or not she's still sick, I'm still going to keep her appointment for tomorrow, because if you guys remember when she first came here, she was sick quite often. And it would go away for a couple days and come back for like a week or two. Go away for a couple days, come back for a week or two. And the vet seemed really concerned yesterday, but didn't have any openings until tomorrow morning. So whether or not she's better, I'm still going to keep that appointment, just in case it's something major. Like the vet said, it could be in her lungs, could be in her intestines, her heart, her ovaries. It could be anywhere in her body. People keep asking me if it's choke or if it's colic. Let me feel her stomach. Her stomach's softer than it was last night. Last night it was pretty hard. It's hard down here. What I mean by hard is like, you know, when you pat their stomach and it's kind of squishy, but it's a little firm. This is just like petting a rock. Now, you guys see my video of Scratchy getting choke. She's not doing any of that. So that's how I know it's not choke. That and the vet told me choke. See how she doesn't want me to touch her mouth? The vet told me choke's an emergency, and the vet knows what choke looks like, obviously. And I know what choke looks like, obviously, because I caught Scratchy doing it twice. And she's not doing any of that, so come on. So whether or not she's feeling better today, she's still gonna get a vet check. Yeah, let's see if we can't open her mouth and show you guys what's in her mouth. Hey, I know, it's hard to do with one hand. I don't know if you guys can see, but she's got a ton of brown stuff up in her mouth still. Sorry, the angle's not the best. I'll bring you guys with me this afternoon and tonight to feed her, and then by the time you guys see this video, I'll probably be at my vet appointment, or the night before my vet appointment. It'll probably go Monday night. Vet appointment's Tuesday morning. I mean, she still acts completely normal. She's pooping, she's peeing, she's laying down, she's drinking, she's eating. I'm about to feed breakfast. This is how she normally is in the morning. She wants to cuddle. So I'm happy that she wants to cuddle. Let me see her nose. What is this? Let's see if I can't show you guys. This is hard to do with one hand, but you can see she's really sensitive with her mouth. Can you guys see? Easy. So it's hard to see, but maybe if you pause it, there's a ton of brown stuff in there. And now you can see she's kind of yawning and trying to get it out. So, I mean, at first we thought maybe she just ate dirt and got a drink of water and created some mud in her mouth, but we'll see what happens. This is how she is every morning. She's got to be right beside me. Yeah, hi, Mama. Sorry, this video is a bit of a longer one. Just updates on my girl. Are you hiding from the camera? So, I mean, at least it's not coming out of her. She's not drooling that stuff out 24/7. But it is kind of random on when it goes, when she drools it out and when she doesn't. So we're going to grab her hay. Excuse my lighting. We're going to grab her hay and feed her. And then when I come out to check on her this afternoon, I'll bring you guys with me. So, that's Scratchy's flake. That's really thin. There's one. There's two. I don't really want to give her extra today. I'll give her some thin flakes today. As you can see from her little nicker and her tail swish, she's hungry. So she's still got an appetite. She always does that little nicker, that tiny little nicker that you really have to hear, and a tail swish. And she's very polite with her ground manners. Go. Go. Good girl. Go. She wants to walk beside me today. The one day I want to film her. Film like this. Let's see. Very hungry girl. Slow down. Slow down. I know. Alright, I'll see you guys this afternoon when we check on her. like I said before, Kamani does not lay down that much. So this is the third time from midnight to noon that she's laid down. I'm going out to check the mail. Let's go check on her mouth. I don't really mind laying down because she's not thrashing. Hi, mamas. Easy, girl. Easy. You don't have to get up. It's okay. It's okay. And her mouth looks a little bit wet. Hi, mamas. How you doing, huh? How are you doing? You're okay. Let me see your mouth. Get the dirt off. She's like, don't touch me. Come on, eat. Oh, she's got some hay stuck in her lip. Come on, eat. Are you holding it open for me? So she's got some hay stuck in her lip. If you guys seen that, that is cheatgrass. So I'm gonna try and get that out. It's really hard to do with one hand. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Oh, gross. So that's cheatgrass. And if you don't get that out, it causes an infection in their mouth. I don't think that's what's going on here because she didn't have any yesterday or this morning or last night. But I got it out. You can see all this right here. That green stuff is that cheatgrass that I just pulled out. So I'm going to definitely have to check her mouth, because that'll dig into their gums and cause an infection. But you can see out all this is all wet. She doesn't really want me touching her mouth. She's got a little bit of a runny nose. Doesn't look like there's any more cheatgrass. Hard to tell from this angle. Alright. I'm going to keep an eye on her. And I'll see you guys when I check on her next.